Salut! Today we are going to learn how to learn French with the best approach. I want to show you what are the mistakes that maybe people do when they learn and why somehow after hours and hours of learning, listening or reading, they still cannot speak properly or with ease. So if you are a beginner, intermediate or advanced, but somehow you struggle to either get started or to speak French, this video is for you. So watch until the end. I will show you also some technique to get to learn with the best way and the best approach. So let's get started. Step 1, discover your learning style. So how to learn French with the best method. Before diving into French, it's really important to understand how you learn best. There are 3 main learning styles, and let's figure out which one describes you. Visual learner. Do you learn best by seeing things? If you remember information better when it's shown in pictures, chart, or written word, then you're likely a visual learner. Try using maybe flashcards, video with subtitles, or reading along as you listen to French. Audio learner. Do you retain more when you hear information? If you prefer listening to explanation, podcast, or repeating things out loud, you're probably an audio learner. In this case, make sure to listen to French podcasts, audiobooks, or even watch shows without subtitles. Kinesthetic learner. Do you learn by doing? If you need to physically interact or move while learning, you might be a kinesthetic learner. Try writing things down, using gesture when you practice French, or engaging in real conversation with people, or doing simulations in your home. By recognizing which method works best for you, you'll be able to focus on materials that match your learning style and boost your progress. Step 2. Identify what you love. Often when we learn a language, we miss that aspect, but learning French becomes much easier when you're excited about what you are studying. So think about 3 topics you enjoy the most. It could be anything: music, travel, yoga, cooking. And once you know what you love, search for French content in those topics. For example, if you love music, listen to French songs or watch interviews with French musicians. This is how I started to learn English when I was a teenager. I had a favorite English band and I was looking at the lyrics of every single song they had and translating the lyrics, finding the words. For travel lovers, for example, check out French travel guides, YouTube vlogs, or documentaries. If you love cooking, find French recipes, cooking shows, food blogs, even get into a recipe and cook into your home. Share it with your friends or family. The key is to find content in French about things that you are already passionate about, so learning feels fun and natural. Step 3. Master the basics. If you're a total beginner, start with the vowels. The vowels are very important, knowing that our language is difficult because what you read is not what you pronounce. So the first thing that I usually teach to my students is how to pronounce the language. And one of the challenges is that pronunciation is not an easy thing. But learning the vowels is very important and will help you to get started and understand how to read French. So start learning the simple vowels and then the combination of letters together. A, E, I, U, En. So that's the way I start to teach French to my students before getting started into any words or any combination of sentences. Because if I do that, and I noticed when I was sharing my screens to them, they have no idea what to read and how to read things, and they get overwhelmed. So once you understand that, master them by repeating out loud or repeating with your teacher. Immerse yourself in this pronunciation. Try and listen to native speakers. There are tons of podcasts and YouTube channels out there that will really help you to listen and repeat what they say for all levels. Even if you already are intermediate, but somehow you are still struggling to speak, immerse yourself by hearing a lot and try to repeat after what you hear. Step 4. Immerse yourself daily. Exactly what I said before. Immersion is essential for language learning. Each day, do something small in French. Listen to a short podcast, read an article, or practice speaking even to yourself. Even if you don't have anyone, just speak to yourself. You can still read a book out loud or repeat sentences to yourself. The more you hear, read, and speak French, the faster you will improve. I hope this video helped you. This is how I started myself to learn English. I started to translate all the songs. Then I started to read my first book. So I had a notepad where I was writing all the words I didn't understand, and I had a dictionary. And so I was finding the words in the dictionary and writing them down. So my first book took me a while to read, but I took a book that I knew and that I enjoyed. Then I started to watch cartoons, simple things, and then hearing people around me until I went traveling in an English speaking country. And this day I actually thought, okay, I'm ready, I can speak English. But when I arrived in the country, I was really realizing that how fast people speak and how hard it was to actually immerse myself into the true language. So even there, it took me an extra time to adapt, but I kept keeping this immersion. I put my phone in English, I was reading every day, and I was really pushing myself to speak to people and not being around French speakers. So I hope this video helped you. Let me know in comments about your learning journey, your learning styles. Please subscribe to my channel. It will help me to create more content like this. Put a like on the video, and I really hope to see you soon. Salut, à bientôt!